Good afternoon, stinky ass. Good afternoon, Mr. Dick. Good afternoon, Kaiju King. How are you doing? What movie did you see? What's up, Jess? What's up, Mr. Jiggy? What's up, Goat? What's up, Eagle? Fuck you mean afternoon? What's afternoon for me, bitch? Just for that, you don't get a hello. I'm kidding. Hello. But man, I finally got my Twitter back, dude. And there's so much that I have just been trying to catch up on. So many tweets I missed out on. So much stuff I have to retweet. Dude, you don't know what you have until you lose it. And it can be something so simple. It can be something so simple as losing your prized possession, aka your Twitter account. It's 9:02 for you? It is not. It's 10:02. I'm back in Eastern time. And I got back from the condo. I'm good. I'm back home. I'm back home. And I'm going to be back home for a minute. I'm going to be back home for a minute. What's up, my Pookie? I got banned on Roblox. What? What's up, Thriver? What's up, Parker? What's up, Wheels? We need to talk about your structuring. What's up, Gray? Nice to see you. Congrats on getting your Twitter back. I am so happy. What is the stream name? Hashtag Placket. It was I was just a little... Oh, that's not very good. June, it's what you should do. It's what all people should do. It's what all people in life should do. I did have tears of happiness. Dude, I was very excited. Twitter, I'm just addicted to Twitter, and I'm not going to sit here and act like that I do not. What are you eating? I'm chewing gum. I'm just chewing some gum. Someone posted a graphic in the comments of the NSSL Facebook page claiming they're having a significant, severe outbreak tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're talking about. I'm gonna be honest. Well, I imagine we'll see, significant, severe tomorrow. But that's pretty high-end wording for just probably some Del Rio hailers, I think they're kind of making shit up, frankly. I think there's going to be severe. There's going to be tornadoes probably tomorrow, But nothing. They're insane. Probably only some Del Rio hail and shit like that. Who cares? Who cares about Del Rio hair? I'm kidding. Hair? Del Rio hair. Look at that. Bada boom, bada bang. Already off to a fantastic start. Dude, guys, I cleaned my room. And you gotta keep your room clean, you know what I'm saying? But when you do those... when you do those real deep cleans, where you clean up to the point where it doesn't even feel like you're in the same house type shit. Oh, bruh. That's what's up. That's what's up. I feel like we're running out of short throws. The DVD size hailer wasn't even a severe Eve. What? Wait, like a EDS kind of thing? That didn't constitute like a That was crazy, by the way. 2 days until hurricane season. Yeah, we already have, you know, some signs of some shit going on. Nothing's gonna come out of it, but probably. But oh my god, this is one of those where it's really loud. Oh, severe. Oh, I know what you mean. Oh, now I get what he means by severe. And there wasn't there one severe thunderstorm emergency issued by fucking Nebraska or whatever. Cheyenne, yeah, and it wasn't even like, wasn't it like wind-driven baseballs or something? I think that DVD hailers. I saw the video of Reed though. His rental was genuinely. How do they let him, like? He said it's not easy to get rentals anymore, but how does anybody give him rentals? I mean, they right in the dick. They have to know, like, you know, there's got to be some what am I talking about? I completely forgot what I was talking. Oh yeah, there's got to be, they got to have like a list, and they're like, yeah, do not rent to Reed Timmer. Watch this. I'm just gonna drop it on him. Yeah, they probably do. They probably do pay like at crazy rates. But wow, really? Are you serious? Really? But I almost feel bad for the rental companies, because every time they give a car away, it's guaranteed to be just absolutely obliterated in some form. It's almost like a guarantee, like this person's gonna destroy your vehicle. Is the Dom 3 under maintenance? I don't think so anymore. Hold on, I got this. Bro. Oh! Right on his schnocken eye! Excuse me, happy birthday. Dude, who's the next birthday? Drive it like a rental is a saying for a reason. I mean, yeah. That's true. Why is there bra-os? What's going on? What's happening? Oh, you guys are pondering the question. Okay. Ugh. Feel like I didn't even do anything. Incredible. I'm the best sword thrower in the West, even though I'm kind of in the East. Is United going to... I hope not. What was United? Was it United or American that beat the doctor's ass? He didn't want to give his seat up because he had to go give heart surgery in a different country. So they beat the shit out of him and then dragged him off the plane. Which one was that? Was that United? Or was that American Airlines? I'm sorry, what? Do you guys not remember? That was huge news, dude. Like, it was a couple of years ago. It was all over the place, dude. This doctor had to give heart surgery in another country. He wouldn't give up his seat because they overbooked. So the United security beat the shit out of this guy and then dragged him off the plane. Yep, it is United. United guy dragged off plane. Yep. 2017 United Express passenger removal. A Vietnamese American who was injured when he was physically assaulted and forcefully removed from the flight by security officers. A pulmonologist refused to leave his seat when directed because he needed to see patients the following day. In the process of removing him, the security officers struck him in the face against an armrest, then dragged him bloodied, bruised, and unconscious by his arms down the aircraft aisle. This shit was crazy. This shit was insane. But there was a lawsuit settled for an undisclosed amount, so you bet your ass that you bet your ass he got that pay. Dude, if I get a lot of money, if I would get a lot of money out of something like that, you can beat the shit out of me and drag me off of a plane all you want. Like, if I get a settlement, I don't know that I would love that exactly, you know, to be injured or something and then get a bunch of money. But I mean, I imagine it's awesome, you know. Like, oh, all I did was get the shit beat out of me and I made $100,000. Oh, no. Woo, that was close. Oh my god. It's alright. We got it. Is he eating McDonald's? Oh, right in the schmeater. Right in the schmeater meter. Yeah, I saw the Iceland videos. It's nuts, dude. There's like... What happened? It says hold up. Let's go, baby. But yeah, I saw that the volcano in Iceland's going pretty crazy. There's like huge lava flows. Like giant lava flows. You guys hear that bubble? Dude, I love blowing bubbles. Oh my god. Hey Kay, what's up, Sunset? Bro, how did I miss that? I'm wax maxing? That's disgusting. She doesn't clean her ears, she lets it wax. Oh my god, what a... Whoa. Well, okay. Yeah, I heard the Boeing stuff, but she means candle wax, Kay? I doubt it. If you know Solar, she probably means she's earwax maxing. Ear maxing, perhaps. Yeah, I saw the rating. I meant the Nick L. Nip bottle wax. What is that? What is that? Is that something I can look up on stream? We're gonna play the Trust You game. Oh, the bro! I would just chew these bitches. I just throw them in my mouth. Oh man, dude, these are awesome, bro. What are these? These aren't real, dude. They're filled with like sweet juice. And you have to bite the wax off the top of them. They're like these little bottles, and you just suck it. Excuse me. These are awesome, dude. I love chewing the wax. Feels good on your teeth. You know what I mean? Okay. Another sword throw. There's just not... I've gotten so good at these sword throws, there's nothing that even... I can't be touched. My cousin used to just eat the whole thing because they weren't good at biting them open. I hope by eat you don't mean also like swallowing and like fully digesting the wax. But I do think that if it was like... Oh, that was close. I think that if it was nope, that happened. I think they should... the wax probably is edible, right? I mean, if you made a candy for kids to bite, you know, you would expect it to be edible, hopefully. And now your mouth is a candle. That's a great idea. I'm going to do that on stream for 2,000 subscribers. Nope. Oh, caught it. Watch this. I only need one sword to do it. Fuck that sword. Watch this. We're going to do it with one. Bro, don't tell me I can't even grab it. Bro. Bro, I can't even grab it. Bro. Oh, there we go. And I missed anyway, dude. I'm not even... That was embarrassing. Dude, I saw this video. Dude, it was the worst thing in the world, dude. So this guy pulls up next to this guy, and he's like, fuck you. In his car, right? He goes to spit on the guy, but the wind blows it back onto his own shirt, and his car breaks down right there. So after he walks up to this guy and goes, fuck you, spits on him, the spit hits him back, and his car breaks down. So then he has to just sit there and look at him and then restart his car. Dude, it's so embarrassing. Imagine doing that shit trying to be hard. Like, yeah, fuck you, and you try to spit on a guy, the spit hits you back and your car won't start, so you're stuck there awkwardly looking at him. Oh, dude. The funniest thing, man. Karma's a bitch? Yeah, dude. You gotta just make sure that bitch is beautiful. Oh, I remember this level. All I did was kill the kid. Well, this is one. Damn, quadruple kill. Fucking. Very good. Whoa, there he goes. Ah! Dude, I was worried that I was never gonna get my Twitter back because I was searching through like a ton of Reddit threads, and a bunch of people were like, it took me a month. There was a couple people that didn't get their shit back for months, and then there was people who literally never got it back. And I was really worried that I wouldn't get it back. So all day today, I've been basically messaging random people on Reddit that made these old posts, and I'm like, did you get your stuff back? Did you get your stuff back? And all of them said yes, but it varied in how long it took to get it back. I got my shit back today. Like 5 days later. A long time, right? But it's okay. Like, I can go 5 days without Twitter probably. Okay? But like, if I had to restart, like, I just wouldn't even get back on Twitter. Like, what do you mean I gotta follow everybody again and then get followed again and then oh no. No way. Gotcha. Come on. Oh, double kill. Oh my gosh, you guys see that? Oh my god, Eaton, Ohio, bro. You're gonna summon her? Please don't. Stop, stop. Bro, why doesn't this guy die? Bro. You're going absolutely insane without Twitter? Bro, it's just hard, like... Because Twitter's just like... Twitter is incredibly, I guess, customizable and manipulative, like, malleable in terms of the content you see, right? So Twitter to me has basically morphed into a weather app. Does that make sense? The only thing I see on Twitter is weather. So it's like, going without that sucks, because it's not like I'm addicted to social media and oh my god, I love to see my favorite cam girls or whatever the fuck. It's just like it makes my hobby harder, you know what I'm saying? It makes life harder. Like I can't see cool tornadoes. I have to, you know, what the fuck do I use? I have to go on YouTube to know what's good. Like, fuck that, dude. It's just not easy. So it was really frustrating me for a minute because I couldn't have it, but I'm so glad I'm back. All it did was what happened is, because I made my account before I was 13 or whatever, they have to go back and delete all the tweets I made prior to the age of 13, which it would take you probably days to scroll to that point. But it also sucks for memory purposes. Does that make sense? Like I can't look back at like really old tweets that I made as a little kid. Not like it even matters that much. Not like I give a shit, because I don't. But it's like, you know what I mean? But yeah, my Twitter account's old. My Twitter account is older than some people who come and chat. Like, I've had that shit forever. I mean, I was a child on Twitter. Like, a true child. Like, not like even legally a child. I was a little ass kid. And I had Twitter. Bro, that was crazy. That was 10 seconds tops. That was 10 seconds tops. You cannot tell me that wasn't crazy. That was literally nuts. I just got a DM. What is this? Kayla Sword Throw. Who is this? I gotta add. I can't. Hold on. I can't open it. I have to open it in iMovie. That's the only way I can open it. Were you a weather weenie? Dude, absolutely. You guys should have seen the shit that I would think about. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I mean, I was a very bad weather weenie. Like, I was on the level of, like, the psychopaths at one point. You know, really. I mean, you think kids are mad about EF5 ratings now, dude. You should have seen me when fucking... Oh, my God. I'm just being honest, bro. That was unbelievable. Direct weather type weenie? Oh man, yeah, really. I mean, I'd be like... I mean, dude, I would... Dude, if I was under a general thunderstorm risk, I'd be talking about tornadoes. Dude, there would be nights that I would stay up tracking for hours. Hours and hours and hours and hours for isolated rain showers to come in my area, and I'd go nuts, and I'd open my window up and like let the rain get on me while I tracked it on radar. And fucking I had this old YouTube channel, and there's like 30-40 minute videos of me and one of my friends, and I'd make him sit on he'd have to use the Weather Channel radar, right? And I just make him sit and watch it with me. I'll open this in the iMovie. Fine. What is this? Why won't it like open? Hold on. It won't work. Who is... What? What is that?
Turn the whack. Feels good on your teeth. You know what I mean?
Did you just take 2 minutes from the stream and make me a girl? Who is this? What the hell? When I was a kid, I always dreamt that a bow echo would finally knock out my power at a residence for 10 hours, and it finally happened. Man, I would dream about... Dude, there was one time, man. I was absolutely tweaking. You gotta think that I'm going crazy over rain showers for like years, right? We were kind of in this, like, regional tornado drought, in quotes, right? And so, it had been a while since I'd been under a tornado warning or anything of the sorts. So the one day that it finally happened, I remember the night. It was the night of, God, it was 2017. It was the February tornadoes. February 28th, 2017, in Illinois. There was the big dusty tornado. I think it was 2017. Yeah, it was. It was February 28th, 2017. We were under a tornado warning this night, okay? I lost it. I lost my schmarbles. I really did, dude. I was losing my goddamn mind. Like, I was so hyped up. Like, I recorded, like, so much of nothing. Dude, it was crazy. I was going so nuts. I was so happy, so excited. There was this one high-risk day in 2013. Not November 17th. Not that one. Or whatever day. It wasn't the November high risk. It was the June high risk. It was the wind driven one. It was the derecho, and it was right over northern Indiana. Oh my god, dude. I was so scared. I remember crying, like, under my stairs. I was at my grandparents', right? And I had to I went in their basement in this crawl space room under the stairs. And I remember I was crying so hard. I was so scared. I was so damn scared, dude. But I still love tornadoes, but I thought I was gonna die. And my dad was like, dude, come outside with me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. And he's like, it's awesome. I'm like, I don't know. The other time I remember was as a kid, one of the most, even to this day, one of the greatest supercells I've ever seen was when I was a little kid, looking off in the balcony. I don't remember the day. I barely even remember the age. I probably was like 6, 7. I remember it clear as day, man. It was like stacked plates. It was some classic shit. I'm telling you, classic. Gorgeous. Off the balcony of my grandma's house over the tree line. I freaked out so bad. I mean, I thought I was dead. And, as a kid, invested in weather, I knew that was a supercell, right? But I didn't. The process, it wasn't ingrained in my head that not all most supercells don't produce tornadoes, That wasn't in my head yet. And I do remember just, like, bawling my eyes out, like, terrified over just this beautiful, like, photogenic, like, supercell. It was just there, That really freaked me out as a kid too. But it was weird because as a kid I always wanted to see a tornado, But I got freaked out so bad whenever the opportunity would arise, until I got a little older. When I was like 9, 10 years old, all that shit went out the window. It was like I was trying to chase. Yeah, I've been near lightning striking. I think we all have, What's up, Terrible? But yeah, like, crazy. So and then from then on, I just tried to chase as much as I could. Even without a car, I'd, like, force my mom to continue on with storms and stuff. And I remember for the longest time I tried to convince her to chase, and she's like, no, but we could always, like, go after storms and look at the damage. And I'm like, that's so fucking lame. Like, I want to go chase. Fuck looking at some downed trees, But clearly the ship has sailed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, I'm not feigning to see, that's not exactly true. But you know what I mean? Not as bad as I was as a kid, Like, especially every year that I got older, when I was genuinely older, like, the need to bag a tornado became, like, overwhelming. I mean, I had my license when I was, like, 16. I mean, I was fucking losing my mind. Especially when I was, like, 16, 17. I had friends that were going out bagging tornadoes, And it was like, oh my god. It was like, I'm losing my fucking mind. Like, Like, my whole life revolves around this shit. And I've gone in my entirety of my life without seeing it. Like, I've gotten close before that. I'd seen plenty of nice supercells locally, but I was just fucking fed up. So, I just decided that I was going to chase literally everything that I was physically able to. It didn't matter how shit it was. And clearly that paid off pretty well in the long end, but I'm just glad that I feel like I've made my younger self proud. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like I've truly satisfied that, 10-year-old K, Like, I did it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's done. You made it, bro. I did. Nothing will ever happen in South Bend because the Catholics have taken over. Dude, so I didn't understand how abundant Catholicism was in the area. And it's hard, and it's kind of fucking dumb because it's like Notre Dame's here, right? But it is actually crazy. Like, there are Catholic priests everywhere. Bro, there was a table reserved at this restaurant that I used to work at for this one Catholic priest. I mean, they're everywhere. Even my grandparents were Catholic, but that did not stay into their later years. They became really pretty against Catholicism just because of all the weird shit that was going on, and I mean, they got pretty far from it. But yeah, I don't even know how we got on this topic. I don't think everybody should be against Catholicism. I just think people should be against rapists. I don't think there's anything, I'm not just gonna hate on the religion. That's psychotic. But, what? I think you should just be against the bad people in it, right? I mean, that goes for everything, though. Everybody should be against immoral practices that are kind of safeguarded by religion. Oh my gosh, they're cutting that man up. How did I miss twice? There we go. Just cut my own head off. Damn. Oh my god. This level's too loud. Again, I can't be against a religion as a whole. I'm against a lot of people that would be in it, but I just can't. That's just not nice. How could you be any better if you're gonna single out everybody that just takes happiness in this, happiness in something, even if you don't believe it, even if it's not true, even it's just, it makes them happy. What the fuck do I care? As long as it's not shoved in my ass, I don't care. Yeah, and Christianity, not even Christian, the evangelical Christians of the United States have been they've been weaponized in such a way that they are, that, you know, I'm not going to say all, because, again, crazy. But there's a very large chunk of evangelical Christians in the United States that are definitely on the not normal side, you know. But I see people in life that I know that are not insane, and, you know, it just brings them happiness, you know. And, you know, I'm not gonna knock them for that. You know, do I believe it? You know, no, but I can't, you know, I don't. That's a tornado. I think that's a tornado. Hold on. In New Mexico, that has to be a tornado. That has got to be a tornado. I'm not sure because I'm on radar scope. I can't, like, zoom in exactly, but I'm like 77.3% sure. I think we all know Scientology. Exactly, dude. Hydrogen bombs are the way, dude. I met this guy on Xbox, and he knows a lot about Scientology, basically, okay? And he told me about hydrogen bombs are in the religion. No, that's not a tornado. It's damn close, and it honestly probably is. That is nuts. And one thing is, the hail on this thing is crazy. But we are so close to the radar that, you know. A land sprout. It was kind of induced by the storms firing back here in their outflow boundaries, it kind of looks like. They swung around and kind of kicked this one off. That's kind of what it looks like. Clovis's bag, baby. You know, this is the first year that I can really say I'm glad we're going to be taking a break from, I'm glad that we can be taking a break from the insanity. Because this year is something else. I mean, it is one of the more, we are not on any break. We are absolutely on a break. Especially within the next, for tornadoes, it's good. We're going to be done for a while. I mean, because that ridge comes in, and you're going to see, I mean, there's going to be high cape everywhere, so EHI is going to lose its mind regardless. But I think ridging is finally, like, in view, and yeah, it's already here. We already have a ridge. And yeah, the death ridge is here, and that's not gonna, yeah, the absolute death ridge right here. Tory out, dude. No, but the death ridge is here. You're not getting any. Well, you're getting these are. This is where the northwest flow stuff kicks off, because you have the ridge, and then all your systems basically just roll around the ridge, and then they fly down the eastern chunk of the ridge, and then you get those northwest flow events over the Midwest. So this is where your derechos just fly out. They develop like back here and just and they do, you know, all year. Well, all late year. And then you get the high plain stuff. It's gonna be good derecho season for sure. But and in hurricanes, Which I'm curious to know if GFS hurricanes are back. I'm gonna. Ooh, yeah, no, that's yeah. Wow, that changed a lot. That, you know, briefly got close, but we have totally gusted out now. We are totally gusted out. Turned into poop. Hell yeah, baby. Look at that. Number 1. Give me number 2, GFS. Damn it. But it kind of does look like we have some eastern waves coming off in the eastern Atlantic. We'll get them. We'll get them. And it's going to be a year for that. It's going to be a year for hurricanes, man. We're going to get a break from organized severe weather and probably just like a lot of stuff for like a good month, probably. A month to maybe 2 months. And then we'll probably kick full gear and all that. The Houston, I don't know the toll right now, but the Houston derecho, which wow, dude, really. Anyway, what is the death toll on that now? What is the death toll on the Houston stuff? 8? Oh my god, dude. And I really... Should it really be considered a derecho? Really? I mean, we're getting really lenient with that definition. Should the RFD of an embedded supercell gusting outwards really be considered a derecho just because it was high impact to a metropolitan area? Is that really a derecho? Like, really? Is that... Because then at that point I can think of like 87 different MCSs like in general that could probably be considered derechos. I mean, we're getting really loose with the definition here. Like, that was not much of a derecho rather than one specific swath. And I mean, you know, it doesn't mean that it did meet the criteria, right? But most of it was over the Gulf anyway, and I don't know, like, that's an iffy one. Like, when you it doesn't really look like you... Why is it so loud? Oh my gosh. With the progression of... I just cut myself in. I just kebabbed both of us. With how derechos work, like, that was not much of a derecho. Does that make any sense? It wasn't much of a crazy MCS that was, propagating off that, crazy rear inflow jet. It had a rear inflow jet, but it was the really intense wind damage was localized to Houston from an embedded supercell. And that was it. And I'm not going to sit here and debate NOAA on if it was a fucking derecho or not. I'll take their word for it. But, I mean, if that's a derecho, there's a lot of derechos then. There's a lot of derechos. And I know I'm pretty sure the definition is all over the place too. It used to be 200 miles and then it was like 50 and then or something, dude. Like, the derecho definition has been thrown all over the place, and it has been based on multiple papers that haven't really been able to get it right yet. Yeah, there was one that was 240 miles. 400 miles. At least 60 miles wide. I know there's plenty of papers on it that are trying to narrow down a derecho, you know, and what should the criteria be. Houston is a little iffy though, because it's like am I fixing the tier list? Oh, what tier list? Tornado tier list, or what's the tier list for? Which one? Yeah, like August 2020 is a real derecho. 350 miles off the coast. Oh, that's a good point too. That's a good point too. I didn't even think of that. I'm a fucking idiot. I didn't even think of that shit. The one genre I made, dude. It is the worst tier list. Looked a couple times though. There was a couple times where I was like, "Damn, that's based." But then there was a, like, I don't know how you could have the opinion that Tuscaloosa was stronger than Greensburg, and like in the same tier list have fucking Trousdale over Philadelphia. You know what I mean? How do you pronounce buoys? Buoys. Buoy. Kind of like you're saying booby, but you don't have the other B. It's just buoy. Yeah, I think Tuscaloosa is stronger than Greensburg too, though. I do as well, and it's because of, you know, movement speed stuff. But this list is insane. There's a couple cooks on here, right? But then there's like Philadelphia is in the EF4 category from 170 to 189. So is Katy. So is Coleman. Which doesn't make any sense, because that's lower than the rating for Coleman. Coleman's 190. You literally rated it lower than its actual rating. Coleman was definitely not limited to 170 to 189. Coleman had borderline EF5 contextuals in some areas. It was just a small tornado. Smithville is not even EF5. It's 190. Look at the tier list. Smithville is not even listed as an EF5. So, I don't know what the hell, okay? No clue. Bassfield Bassfield over Cordova, Mayfield, Chapman, Harper, Loyal Valley, Lawrence County, and Smithville. Bassfield. Pilger. Okay, I mean, these some of these placements are alright. Valonia is okay being here, you know. I'd agree with Flint. You know. Eli over Smithville? Eli? Almost at the top of extremely violent. Eli over fucking Philadelphia? Really? Eli was an F5, but Eli was definitely more on the borderline range, right? What? Okay. Eli, Greensburg, Tuscaloosa, which is okay. And then the Sulphur EF3. No. I say no because we have to think here. The winds that you're seeing, or the strength of the tornado visually, it has to be represented in surface damage. Even if you don't have EF5 DIs, there is contextual damage that you can see. There's nothing from Sulphur 2016 that really screams, oh yeah, this goes in 259 mile per hour EF5 range. Not really. Blanchard, Goldsby, you know, Chickasha, Goldsby. I like their placement. I personally think they should be really high up on the list. I think they're probably nearing the strength of Piedmont. And I know that might be a hot take, but if you've seen the surveys, if you've seen the surveys of specifically Chickasha, it is outrageous. It is some of the most, like, apocalyptic damage you'll see. I mean, it's just nothing for miles of just debarked like land. It's terrifying. Debarked land? Wow. Scoured land. I really just said debarked land. Rainsville, okay. Spencer, whatever. Parkersburg. I mean, like, this is what's crazy. Joplin over Hackleburg? Come on. Come on. Let's be real here. Let's be honest here. Joplin over Hackleburg. Tracy over everything, pretty much. Lukeba over the two other tornadoes that happened that day that were clearly stronger. Roanoke F4 at the top of extremely violent. This is where the list gets schizophrenic, okay? You have Oakfield in most violent. Why? Why? Plainfield in most violent. Why? El Reno 2013 at number 7. Why? Why? Xenia at number 4. Gerald at number 3. Now, please understand here. Please understand here that he put Harper, Kansas. He put Harper at... Now, if you don't know what Harper is, okay? It was a slow-moving grinder in Kansas, okay? Slow-moving grinder. We need to think about this for a minute. He put Gerald at number 3, but he put Harper all the way down here with Loyal Valley as well. Loyal Valley, Harper, and Gerald are essentially the same tornadoes. Roughly. Harper just happened, you know, up here, because if you know anything about Harper, it was just a ridiculous tornado. Slow moving, just goofball. That was a house. Even the basement was like annihilated. Super debarked trees, you know. Like a car, probably. I mean, insane. The only reason it didn't get an F5 rating was because of it was slow moving. And I would agree that there probably isn't order, with the exception of probably Gerald and Xenia and Brandenburg right here. I don't even know. My top 5 is interchangeable. Okay, like you can switch it around all day. I'm just gonna lay them out. Piedmont, Bridge Creek. Those are the ones that you can't not have in the top 5, because those are indisputable top 5s. Like, it's top tier. Smithville, Philadelphia, and Hackleburg. That's my top 5, and you can switch them around. One thing that I did think would be base though, is Pampa this far up, because Pampa was super, super violent. Like crazy violent. I mean, it was like, it's the hallmark of being a violent drill bit. Sherman's a good one. I don't know if it's even on the list though. Yeah, Sherman is not enough info here. See ya, Keeter. Have a good night. And again, this is all opinion, okay? I'm kind of acting like it's set in stone when it's not. But I really do feel like there's enough evidence to give the previous top 5 that I did mention true top 5 that kind of separates itself between other tornadoes. Because it's always hard for me to put Gerald so high up, even though the damage was so extreme, because of the movement speed. Like, it's indisputable that it obviously exacerbated the movement speed. But one thing that, you know, as a counterpoint to that, is there's been plenty of slow-moving tornadoes since. There is no tornado, frankly, in terms of structural damage, to be able to replicate that since. We had Bowdle in 2010. It was near stationary, and that thing was EF5 strength. It did nothing even close to what Gerald did in the shittiest area. You know? Gerald was obviously extremely violent, combined with the fact that it was slow moving. But I really wish there was a way to understand, like, you know, how much of it can be attributed to slow movement speed and how much of it can be attributed to its true strength. So that's what always gets me about Gerald in general. Like, but there is one thing for sure, that there's been a few slow-moving tornadoes in the past that haven't been able to replicate that. Yeah, it's definitely a mix of both, you know. It's not either, you know. Okay, I'll fix the list. Yeah, and Drill did the sandblasting stuff too, you know. I mean, those poor cows, man. Those poor people. Alright. I see all these tornadoes and it gets overwhelming. It makes me not want to do it. Okay. Where do we even start? Making an order. Bridge Creek, Philadelphia, Piedmont, Hackleburg, Darrow. That's great. That's a good list. Those are the ones that are just interchangeable. Totally interchangeable. I just don't know, like, if I was really going to rank it, what one would I put at number one? And I don't know which metric I should. I would kind of want to go backwards, though, right? I would want to go backwards. I think we'd start with the most violent and work our way back. I think that would make best sense, the most sense. Where's Smithville? God, I don't even know. Okay. We'll just shove them up here. In no particular order right now. Where's Greenfield? It just happened. This is an old list. Gerald. Where are you at? Alright, we'll put the Loyal Valleys up here. There's Smithville. And then we're gonna work our way to it. This is in no particular order right now. Phil Campbell. Okay. We'll start there and then work our way up. So, in my opinion, okay, instantaneous wind speeds, I'm a Philadelphia to the day I die. So I'm gonna go with Philly number one. After Philly, dude, I don't know. My only thing about Bakersfield Valley is it's hard because there's not enough information. Does that make sense? There's some pictures, but I feel like I don't get the whole picture. You know what I mean? Does that... It's hard to put Bakersfield Valley against, like, a Bridge Creek. Just the abundance of information on Bridge Creek compared to... You know, it's hard. Where's it at, man? Where's the monitor? Where's the Pied monitor? Can I function F it or control F? Oops. No, I can't. It's not. It doesn't. There we go. There you are. Man, it's always a toss-up to me of what I'd put at 2. I'd put Birch Creek at 2. I have to put Birch Creek at 2. Oh yeah, I already grabbed it, didn't I? Yeah. I have to give Smithville number 3. Fuck, but what about Piedmont? They're like the same tornado. God damn it. Dude, oh. Okay. And then Smithville, Hackleburg. Okay. Work our ways down. Bakersfield Valley, we'll just leave it here. Not a ranking right now. We're just going to leave it there so I can grab it. Huh. I'm trying to think of the spaces that could fill it. Hold on, I need to get my fan in a position where it won't chirp at me. I need to get my bird. Heston. I think Heston deserves. Because I remember this one image from Heston that was insane. It's like the one thing that I can think of. It's like a row of homes that has just been like, I mean, just totally just. Rainsville, I don't know that Rainsville should be a second tier tornado. If second tier, probably like, okay, I don't feel comfortable saying Gerald was a 300 plus EF5. I don't feel comfortable saying that. Same with Loyal Valley. I just feel like they moved. I feel like the uncertainty is too high for me to put it there, given the movement speed at a 319 mile an hour plus. Just moving how slow it was. Okay, we'll fill them in. Is Rangeville here twice? Alright, we'll put Rangeville there for right now. Andover. Now, where would we put Andover? I think Andover was... I don't think I'd be comfortable enough putting 91 in either of the two top places. Maybe the top of this. Because it was really violent. But it's not like, you know, Andover did do crazy shit. But the most impressive thing from Andover to me is like, hold on, I gotta spit out this gum. It's making my jaw, like, tired. Okay. Okay, Sherman, we got to keep Sherman up here. Again, there's not a ton of information on Sherman, but what there is, I would be comfortable enough to put it like at the way end for right now of top tier, just because the shit out of that tornado is terrifying. I think you could also do the same with Pampa. I think Pampa, I'm cracking my jaw, so if you hear that, you know. The drill bits all kind of, I think, fit at the top just because of how they work functionally, you know, in terms of their vortex dynamics. I think they just aren't top tier simply because of how they operate. Where are you, Pampa? Pampa, my queen. Is Pampa a female or a male? What vibes do you guys get for that? Is Pampa masculine or feminine? I think like Eli's a feminine one. I went over it. Hold on. Female. Bro, am I tweaking? There's too many numbers. I'm going crazy. There you are. Gotta put Pampa up there. In no particular order just yet. Mulhall. Mulhall will give... For right now, we can refine this. For right now, 270 to 318. And the reason I say that is because of the 299 mile an hour Dow measurement. And some of the contextuals outside of Mulhall were pretty nuts. Not quite Bridge Creek, but pretty tough for sure. A pretty rough tornado. And I'll put that there. And we'll revise. We will revise. How high up was the Dow measurement? The thing about Dow measurements is, you know, we can say they're within usually 500 or so feet, and at that point, you can translate it to the ground because of friction, tornado wind speeds are highest near the ground. So you're looking at a Dow measurement of 299 mile an hour winds. 200 feet aloft. It's stronger on the ground because of frictional forces. So you're easily blowing past that 299 because of friction. Even though I feel like it would work opposite, because friction typically slows things down with tornadic winds because they're compact and rotating. When you tighten them at the surface because of friction, they speed up. So any Dow measurement that is exceedingly high is probably higher at the ground. More EF5. No, okay. I would be pretty comfortable putting more in this tier for right now. Just given the Orr family farm damage from Moore 2013, I'd be quite comfortable putting at least in the low 270 range. I'd be pretty comfy with that. And the school damage was crazy too. Joplin. Now, Joplin, for me, Joplin is probably... And again, this is a crazy... I don't think many EF5 tornadoes don't have winds these strong. Like, especially rated. These are, 201 to 212 are fairly low end for EF5s. And I know that ratings, go in increments of 200, 205, and 210 and 210 plus. But most, especially the rated EF5s, are substantially higher. Like most EF5s, especially the rated ones, are probably all in the top tier. The top 3 tier here. So I'd probably put Joplin at 235 for right now. because it was absolutely an EF5, but it wasn't quite a... It wasn't a Bridge Creek EF5, you know what I mean? There's different levels to it. It was definitely high-end, especially in certain areas. Where, I mean, there was pavement stripped off of roads in certain places, but this reads we're going in tier 3 or 4. 3. It's going here. It's going here. I feel like it's definitely the lower end of 3 because okay, Greensburg was an EF5, okay, it's indisputable. But it definitely was not the higher end of the EF5 spectrum here. Especially most of the DIs were for traditional EF5 damage, you know, at least compared to some of the others on the list, it wasn't that impressive. And we're talking about EF5 damage, so that's crazy. You know, it's hard to rate any of the predecessor or the successor tornadoes because there's just no damage from them. You can't really find any pictures of ground scouring either, which is frustrating. Goldsby. I'm very comfortable giving Goldsby 270. Same thing with where are you at, baby? Where are you at? Where are you at? Same with Chickasha. Very comfortable putting them in the 270 range for right now. But we'll make some adjustments. This is just for right now. Parkersburg, pretty upper echelon. I'd put Parkersburg definitely a 270, 318 type tornadoes for sure. Just because of the one home was snapped rebarb, and the just oh my gosh. And there was the June 1st did the math on it, and it was, God, I think it was 270 miles an hour or so for the force to do that kind of damage, with some assumptions, you know. I gotta get Gabe Garfield's tweet from it. Stop. Yeah, but Chickasha was pretty definitely on par with some of the stuff from Piedmont that same day. I think Goldsby's definitely lower than Chickasha, but Chickasha and Goldsby both were incredibly high end. So this is from Chickasha. This is from Chickasha here, and it is crazy. And it's I mean, it's just as far as the eye can see, you have just scoured land and like sad debarked trees. Like, I mean, totally torn from the ground, and just it's freaky as fuck, man. There's just nothing for miles. This is really cool too in tornado damage is the mud splattering on fences and stuff. You build up this, like, especially in extremely violent tornadoes. I mean, okay, yeah, he's 6'4". This guy's 6'4", and there is a tower of dirt and mud, and this is red clay soil of Oklahoma. This is not easy to just manipulate like that, and it's totally the whole tree line, you know. These have all been debarked and just ridiculous. And there's even more on the DAT. It's still beyond me that these never got EF5, but you know, the discussion on that has came and went. It's been over a decade. Yeah, we'll look on the DAT, specifically in Chickasha. And dude, the damage is just ridiculous. Hold on. Hello, bro. Are you not loading in my DIs? Oh yeah, this was a super well-built home. Where area of Chickasha was it? It's been a while since I've really looked. Can't even see a tiny JPEG. Not exactly giving us the greatest view here. Hold on. Bro, this is insane. You know, you can see where the tornado, like the path of the tornado took. Because look in the distance where you can see where it was moving. And we've totally been, you know, just... Look at the shrubbery too, all pushed in one direction and just mudded. And but this got 170. And later on into its life, there's one EF3 DI in here that was pretty. Bro, it's in this region where it's just like. It probably peaked over here. Where's the one with the vehicle? There's like a DI hidden in there. I don't know. That Texas tornado was crazy. It was it was probably one of those really high-end like EF4, EF5 tornadoes in the middle of nowhere. It's just crazy. That one I've only seen that one picture from. But yeah, the damage from these were pretty insane. Well, that's hurting my eyeballs. Ground scoured, ground scoured. Most of the DIs here are EF3 ground scouring like shit, which is unique. I can't, bro. There's a bajillion DIs, so I'm sorry that I'm taking forever to find the one that made me shit my pants. I used it in Swept Away, actually. But yeah, you can just see that it's a strong tornado. Okay, goes without words that it's a strong one. I know some of the other DIs are. Yeah, this is what it was. It was the others that they can't rate because they're not DIs, but they have them in where, you know, you just have cars just. Bro. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is fucking terrifying. Dude, imagine being the passenger. And, like, look at the mud splattering. Like, these violent tornadoes are so dirty. You know what I mean? They're so dirty, man. They like, mud everything. Ford F-150. Yeah, bro. Like, that is just crazy. And it's cemented in the ground quite a bit too. But yeah, it was a really exceptional tornado. I have them backwards there, but what next? Yeah, Moore was really crazy with the mud splattering. Chapman, I'd put Chapman at probably. Ooh. I bet Chapman would have done unbelievable stuff had it actually hit anything head on. It skirted a well-built house and swept it away completely. The only thing that stopped an EF5 rating for that house was I believe the surrounding contextuals. Can you see the DIs for Chapman? There's nothing, pretty much. It was completely rural. Oops. But there was yeah, here's the damaged railroad, the famous like bent railroad tracks from Chapman. And then you can see the tree line here that was just turned to twigs. Oops, we have to go back. And then the this was the house that was just skirted. It just kind of pushed just by the house. And it was super well built. It was like 2 stories, and you can see we had anchor bolts every foot or so, which is really high-end home construction, and it completely just blew it apart. And it didn't even hit it directly. Some of the aerial stuff is pretty crazy too. If I can even... Thank you, Jack, for the $2. Really appreciate that, Jack. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was very sweet of you. But yeah, there's some other pictures out there of it that are crazy, and they can't believe it didn't kill anybody. My God. Katie, probably in the AF5 range. I really do, because it was just such a super violent, just a walking core, basically. Like it was a tornado that like visually looked like it wanted to wedge out, but it was like permanently trapped in a small tornado size. Does that make sense? Like all it could get to is a stovepipe, but it was so violent. So violent. I'm pretty sure photogrammetry has the winds pretty high in Katy. Like, again, I think most of the additions on this list are probably not going to be on tier 4, because I just think that this number is routinely broken by violent tornadoes all the time. I don't think that's very high. Just from what I'm able to gather from like a lot of studies, at least done in supercomputer simulations, is this is not a difficult number to blow past, and probably really frequently done. But the, you know, like all these, every EF5 rated ever, I can almost guarantee blew past this with ease, and probably is only exists in the top 3. Pilger, the one that hit the town, I'd probably go for a little on the higher end of the AF5 category there. Probably the higher end. Pilger had insane just the damage alone. In June, we'll do the sequence, June 16th through the 18th. it's kind of surprising that Pilger didn't get an EF5 rating. The one that went through directly. The fact that one person died. Was it only one person who died in Pilger? Because that, it would... I mean, with a tornado like this, you would expect the damage to be... you know what it almost reminds me? It reminds me a little bit of Greenfield. I'm not saying that they're the same damage, but... Which... Has there been DIs of Greenfield yet? Greenfield added DIs? All of them? I mean, probably not all of them, but I would want to see... Holy hell. They filled them out pretty well. How far did the swath go out here of damage? Because I was right here. I was right here when it passed in front of me. So the closest DI was EF1 right here. But it got rated EF3. What was the EF3 rating done by? Oh, home. Oh, no. Damn, dude. Damn. Right, and then Greenfield here. As it passed the road. Kept chugging along. Was doing EF4 damage earlier and early into its life. Not totally surprising. Wow. Obviously, it's been cleaned up a bit, but clearly... I mean, it was so easy to tell it was violent. I mean, in person, it was so clear to tell, like, this is awful. You know? Holy cow, man. You can see the... Man, look at that. Damn, dude. You can see the windmills back there, but the whole house is gone. I have another EF4DI out here. Crazy shit, man. Yeah, the CC drop on Greenfield was ridiculous. Swept away, as expected. Imagine most of these are going to be all, like, swept away and obliterated, or... Nothing there for that yet. And so, yeah, they're clearly not done adding all the DIs and stuff, but... There was a tornado right after. That one right there. Crazy stuff. Crazy day. Crazy day. Xenia. This is going to be a controversial one. I'd probably put Xenia down here at AF5. Tomorrow, or well, I guess 2 days, almost tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow in 30 minutes. It's going to be the El Reno fucking how many years? 11 years since El Reno. Z should be bumped slightly lower. Think so? You could put it on the higher end of here. I would probably be with that. Damn, dude, my head hurts. Probably because I'm running off like ass for sleep. Yeah, though compared to the ones we have on the list, Xenia's definitely, you know, it was part of the '74 super outbreak, but it was definitely one of the, well, you know, just compared to the stuff on the list, you know, back then it was, you know, an incredible feat, but not so much now, especially with some of the years we've had in the past 2 decades. Greensburg. I thought we already put Greensburg on here. Put Greensburg in 3. I'm gonna put Eli. Probably on the higher end of this. We'll switch these around too. I gotta make this make sense because I'm just kind of throwing them in right now and organizing as we go on. Thank you, Doodle. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you very, very much. I'm glad you've been enjoying the EAS content. Hold on, we'll close out all these because this is going to get... No, there's not a single tour from the 60 sig day that I would put on any part of this list. That day was pretty much nothing. Well, not nothing, but I think the strongest tornado that day was an EF2. There were like 70 tornadoes, but they were all like weak. It was just not an impressive feat at all. EF3? Was it EF3? Bro, I'm getting tired, man. I thought I could go for a while tonight, but I'm running off like 5 hours of sleep, which I know some people are like, dude, it's enough, but I cannot function. And it's hitting me like a truck. Why she can't hear? Probably. You're running on like 4.25 hours. How? Dude, it feels awful to like run on low sleep. It's like hell. It is just really, really bad. Bro, I'm tired. I don't want to keep doing the tier list, bro. I'm so tired. That hit so suddenly, dude. I'm sleepy. Hit while I was talking. I got a headache, too. How's the storm in New Mexico doing? Just kind of a... Whoa! What are we doing, silly? What are we doing here? Pretty look to it, though. The outflow is kind of, you know, over, like, undercutting it a bit. You can see clearly. I mean, there's where your mezzo's at. But it doesn't really have a chance at inflow. Pretty cut off. Pretty cut off. Dang, Gabe with the 10 buckaroos, bro. 10 schnoodles. 10 schnoodles. Let's start a GoFundMe for Gay's windshield. Last word, lol. Bro, I am like exhausted. It's been a long ass day, bro. I had Subway for lunch. And damn, son. Bro, it was good, low-key. I need to ask for that guy next time I go in, bro. He killed it, man. He made my sub so good. Dude, I remember when they had $5 footlongs, dude. It cost me $7 today for a 6-inch. A K chase vehicle, a shitty Dominator. Wawa sandwiches honestly taste a little bit better. I've never had a Wawa. Inflation, oh, okay, bro. Joe Biden inflation. Compilation. Bro, I played the message out loud. I made this voice message. It was basically me talking about how I have gay sex with ghosts. Whatever, right? My volume was like all the way up, and I accidentally clicked on it again in Subway, and then it started playing max volume, and I had to very quickly like fly backwards and turn it off. I gotta close my curtains. I had my curtains open today for the first time in like, I want to say, since 2020. It's been a long time since I opened those damn curtains. Skibbity Biden Joe. Ho Biden. Ho Biden. Ho Biden is stupid but funny. Ho Biden. I'd be watching this guy that is just kind of seemingly developed out of the cluster behind it. This could do something interesting too. But there's like no upper level flow. This thing is just moving wherever it would like to be. Hence the flash flood warnings. It's been just raining over the same area. And just propagating on this outflow boundary. Made up by these, some storms. Just kind of moving on it. But damn. Look at him out there. He's alive and the only 3 cape left. That is interesting. How about up in Indiana? Yup, guys. Right over Eaton, Ohio. There's going to be an EF5. All the vorticity from the lake breeze boundaries is always so prevalent on here. I mean, it's all over. Bro, I'm so tired. I'm moving like a snail. You know, go to yeah, for sure. For sure. But probably not this year because I don't want to drive to Texas. Texas is a long drive. Texas is a long drive. Has good barbecue though. How about Rhode Island? There is no reason that I would ever be in Rhode Island other than like just crossing out states to visit. I low-key have no reason to be there. You gonna visit all in the community in person? No, probably never. Probably never. There's a few people that I'd like to meet for sure, but not everybody. Not everybody. Get a new fan? I do need one. Will you ever go to O Block, bro? I've been near. I've been pretty close. But probably not. I probably don't have a reason to just step foot and hang out. Oh my gosh. Bro, I'm exhausted. Oh, why? I've just gotten, like, jumped by the sleep demons. They came out of nowhere. Meet me and Gary, dude. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying Gary meet. You know, Chicago in September. Chicago's great. I love Chicago. I'm biased because it's like right next to me, but love Chicago. We should make I should do a stream where we just drive to the Bean on stream and then just like poke the Bean and then go home. It's only like an hour away. Like max. "25 minutes from downtown Chicago. Go flick the Bean, bro." Like the Bean in Chicago. I've been to the Bean like multiple times. Multiple times. Finish the list. I'm so tired. I physically can't think with my head. Right now. For the time being. I think I might end stream soon, too. And just, like, chill out. Because, bro, I'm so tired out of nowhere. And my face low-key hurts. I don't even know why. Like, bro. All the Siren enthusiasts got to my one short. And they're like, it's not terrifying. It's actually a fairly common siren that was put into place in 2001. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, bro, bro. I just woke up? What do you mean? Alright. Chat, I'm about to fall asleep, bro. I gotta go. I gotta go. I thought I would be live for longer, but I'm so exhausted, so guys, it's been good. I'll be probably active in the Cord for just a little bit, and then I'm gonna be out cold, bro. So it's been real. Everybody, good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night. Good night. And good night.